Morning folks, what are we doing today? We're putting on the spot spray. Just got to do a little job to it before we go do too much, but yep, time to spray the yard, amongst other things, all of the things. That's a bit breezy. Anyway, we'll try and loosen some of this mixture of highly hygroscopic and acidic stuff we've gathered. What a time. What a mess. Wow, breezy McBreezy folks. Gee, that's a heavy looking spray, that one. Commander, eh? High Pro pumps. Oh, interesting. Cord, that's the spray we could probably afford. Yeah, what do you reckon? You like this tractor? What's that? A 936 Vario. That's a nice one. Oh yeah, this is more your size, Cord. More your size? Yeah.
She's a little. Yeah. Look, it's really little.
Yeah, it is really little, hey? This is a 211, so that's 110 horsepower though. That's a very small very compact little tractor. Very compact little tractor. 7S145. No, nice tractor. That's pretty poor for a tractor of this calibre. They're not raindrops, they're bubbles underneath the wrap. That is actually, that's a bloody disgrace. For something like this. So we want to, we've got to take this apart again. Put this seal that we didn't have last year. So it was because we reworked the whole motor and fixed that. The whole motor, the whole pump. Yeah, so we'll put that in and see where we go from there, I guess. We got the old one off, new one in, or just about to head it in. Nice. Alrighty. There are salt, paraquat, glypho. Nice. Bye bye, truck. Alrighty. So, wind's finally dropped after been blowing a hurricane all week. The only day it didn't, I was in town, had an appointment. But yeah, so anyway, we can go and spray this Passaro out on the canola for what it's worth. I might as well do it now. I've got it. It can't hurt, and it's always, I think, better be a bit on the proactive side. So you never know what's around the corner. Yeah. Especially as I'm definitely not going over it with the plane, or even getting someone in SP to do it. So I better do it now while I can. So we'll get a tank full out tonight, and hopefully the other tank full out in the morning. We'll do it at 100 litres, but spraying at night shouldn't be an issue with this stuff. Not an issue at all. Even still a slight breeze, but it's so yeah, no inversion, and besides it's only fungicide. Well, we're doing it. Oh look, by night it actually doesn't look that bad, but you know, I guess there's still some sort of potential out here. I'd say it's definitely worth spraying. I've seen worse crops around, but yeah, the big issue is there's just nothing on the horizon to fill it out, except warm weather and wind, and maybe dribs and drabs of moisture, but that's a shame. Anyway, it's purity. It's certainly purity. Well, we got on pretty well, so I figured I might as well finish the job tonight. I don't know, they're sort of talking about it being windy again tomorrow, so we'll at least get this out of the way. I've got plenty of other spraying if it's not to do, so not least of all the yard at home. So may as well try and knock something off. It's not super late. And you know, never put off what we can do today, or something to that effect. Never do today what you can put off until tomorrow. No, probably scratch that, but whatever. Anyway, we'll keep it plugging away and get this done. That'd be great. Wowzers. So that's what happens when you don't have any rain. You have wheat about shin high and it's going to come out the head. You see it's running up. I mean, I guess you can't accuse it of wasting a lot of energy on foliage. So there's that, I guess. Bloody hell. I don't think I've ever seen such a low wheat crop. I don't think I have much in the way of stubble, that's for sure. What a time. What an absolute time. Of course, this ryegrass here, bloody hell, that is going to take some stopping. Just absolute terrible if you're letting that stuff get away. Shocking. Isn't that pathetic? Blimey. No, not looking good at all. Well, again, crop looks big enough, but fraction higher than the Matador, Alyssa, but yeah, it's struggling. I wouldn't expect anything too great out of this. Ah, below you bastards, the other side of the harbour, it's blowing dust again, so things are getting grim. Things are actually getting grim, and we don't usually. I know. So I'm trying to imagine 2018 again. I have to look back at some photos I had from then. That was a dry year with no moisture in reserve. Yeah, wow. Tough. Very tough. We're very slowly giving this fungicide, second grass spray, what have you, out in these beans. 1st of September, and they're about shin high. Jeez. Also, it's breezy enough. It's not terrible. Normally probably wouldn't have worried about it, but every other day for about the last 10 to 14 days has been a bloody howling gale. And they're talking about wind again in the next few days, so we'll just try and sneak it in the little windows that we're going to get, because that's all we're going to get. I mean, fungicide, probably hardly anything. We're putting a bit of insecticide out as well, but there is some grass which we want to try and get. Don't know, probably not going to amount to a lot. We'll see, I guess. Rainfall is almost... Well, it's definitely on track to be the driest in about 57 years, since 1967, which was apparently a really bad drought. And if it falls below that, it'd be the driest in over 100 years. But at this stage, it's on track for that. But I guess time will tell, won't it? Anyway, I better concentrate on what I'm doing. Got left when we start here, 21.52 at 98 litres. Well, we've loaded up to try and finish this bean spraying. It's the last grass spraying of the year, last selective of the year, I guess, and fungicide as well. There'll be some fungicide to come, I guess. Maybe some desiccation, but the weather forecast indicates it'll get desiccated on its own. Anyway, that pin always coming out. Bloody hell. Very interesting. No range point. That's a pain in the bum. I'll go back. We still got the other GPS. I haven't got tracks to go by, so I need something. That'll have to do, I guess. Anyway, let's get it going. It's certainly doing a job on these marshmallows. I think it's also doing a job on the beans too. There are a couple other patches I sort of kind of wish I'd sprayed, but then again I didn't want to kill the beans if I did the whole paddock, so well, what are you going to do? That's what comes of dry sowing. That's pretty much it. Anyway, c'est la vie, and so on. What a crop. Blimey. We might break records after all. The unfortunate records of worse crops, but it's got its good patches. It may not be as bad as I think, but I wouldn't expect too much, that's for dang sure. Well, I suppose seeing we put cletho through it, we better clean it out before we put it away, and it'll be ready to do our cereal fungicide. That's if there's anything left after today and tomorrow. High 20s today, 32 tomorrow for the 5th of September with strong winds. It's starting to look pretty grim, but what's you gonna do? You ready to go?
Yes, ready to
What a time. Let's see if I've got what we need. It's a beautiful day, I guess. Only a very light breeze. Better go and try and spray some of these fire breaks. At least get something done. That'd be good. Nice. Even if the crops aren't that nice. 1 mil. So yeah, we're officially tracking towards probably the driest year in over 100 years. So that's something to keep in mind when you look at this greenery. It's built on not much. Alright, so spraying these fire breaks. Jeez. Crop's not hardly thick enough. Bloody burning the fire right here. There's always poor near this edge, especially if it's dry. Trees should have ripped. Not so bad when you get out here a bit further. It's actually not too bad at all, to be honest. Definitely not high, but it's growing. I don't know what is going on, but it's managing to grow. Yeah, oh well. I mean, that's what's the sort of head that's going to be coming through. I mean, that'll be enough for it to fill out with no water, if it can fill it out. Alrighty, that's where we got to. Breeze has come up a little bit, so I don't know if we'll be coming back today. Or we might try and get one out in the morning, maybe. Maybe we might, but look at that. Isn't that just bone dry? Oh, blimey. Here we are, fellas. That's got a bit of crap on it. Anyway, we're out here. We are out here to spray some fungicide. And there's definitely some stripe rust here, look at that. Wowzers. There you have it. Strangely, it's actually still surprisingly good in patches. Probably better than what I expected it from what I'd seen. I mean, it's definitely light in some of the grey ground, but obviously there's moisture underneath from that after harvest rain last year that's helping a lot. We've only had only a little bit over 5.5 inches of rain for the year. What is it, about 572 or 3 points? Which, what's that equate to? I think it was like 140 something mil. 142, 143 mil, something like that. So, yeah. Not much. Not much at all. But still surprisingly good in patches. So, we can fill out. I mean, another thing we're going to face is low values for grain, which that's kind of a double whammy this year for us, but you know, it's take the bad with the good or the good with the bad, because we probably had the other way around. 21, 22, massive yields, massive prices. So there's a neighbour, he's going too, so always with that powdered copper chile. What a visual! Anyway, we'll get this all out. Get a second tank full, I hope. And more. I've never seen such big swaths taken out by the trees. It shows how fine the line is between it dying and keeping on going. There's just obviously the root systems reach out that far and there's no water. I was going to have it ripped and we didn't. I mean, that might have made a bit of difference, but anyway. But yeah, very pronounced indeed. There'll be literally nothing along some of this edge. Like here, it's out nearly bloody 30 metres. Unreal.